Hey, what's up, guys? Mike, you're first. Andy Reisner, are you for real? What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, all right, cool. Kind of a funny deal when from one stream to the other. What do you guys think about that premiere? Short and sweet, 3 minutes, just like the flight, right? Oh my goodness. Ouch is right. We're gonna let the room fill up. Mike, Dave Archer, Andy Reisner, Chris Jackson, Bob DeGood, Hanger Rats in the House, Brian Chambers, John Knopp, John Rothberg. What's happening? Mary Boozer, Victor, what's up? Steve Coggins, Eric Rogers, Hugo, Kowishki, Jack Miller, Mike Kennedy, Emmerich, John Knopp. The premiere is a 3-minute little thing. Honestly, you could go check it out. It just dropped at 9 o'clock, and it's really short, and you can see what everybody's going to be talking about. Yeah, like it, thumbs up everything, guys. Sean Gallagher, I saw your post. At least I didn't damage the landing gear, right? Yeah, I landed upside down. So that video, I'll probably retitle it or something, but it's a crash worthy of, I hope, non-RC people to enjoy. I think who doesn't want to see a grown man cry at this point? There were parts edited out, audio, after that happened that I left out for the sake of humanity. Yeah, man, I got excited, Andrew Williams. Ailerons reversed. That's exactly what went down pre-flight. I put that up as a lesson for all of us. I didn't, Dave Kowishki, your wife didn't enjoy that and feels bad for me. I really appreciate that. However, what is it? Lemons and a lemonade, right? So maybe I can get some views out of it or something. You know what I mean? Check your crap, says Wayne 630. Good to see you in here with the blue wrench, my man. Any poor Corsair, I'll fix it. And some of you guys that know me know I just couldn't abide by that. So eventually, once I shake all the gremlins off of it, I'm liable to have an extra one. Yeah, Bill, you're welcome. I want you guys to share that. I think it's funny, and it's a good lesson on pre-flight. You know what I mean? Pre-flight. If you do share it around, tag me in it. So I'll know. That's fun. Yeah, the Mirage. I never got a chance. Brett Archibald. The blue wrench just means that they're moderators that can drop links and kick people out who have bad behavior. There's really no good excuse for that. It's totally on me pre-flight. My problem is sometimes I got to quit doing this, where I'll build them out and then get them armed up and neutral and walk away and not finish the setup. I'm sure I checked ailerons on the bench, but it was either upside down or I was facing it instead of being in the plane. Whatever you guys do to pre-flight, always do it the same. My perspective point of reference is always pilot seat. And I always go left first on ailerons. And I'm like, okay, upward deflected aileron. I'm behind the plane or in it. That's a left turn. And that's probably what I did weeks before I flew it, standing in front of it, So really, the reason I crashed it, I did it on purpose. I wanted to get a head start on the Mary Boozer weathering style. So now it's a prime candidate for some Papa Dots and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, guys, thanks a lot. Totally on me. Pre-flight your planes, guys. That was an expensive one for me. Dave Kowalski dropping links. Thanks so much. There's a lot to talk about, and you know how it is. Most of you guys who come in and hang out, we're just chilling. Yeah, reminder issued. I think it's funny. I hopefully get a lot of traction out of it, actually, video wise. But I've got a laundry list of things, and you guys who always ask about Mike, like he's always welcome to come, and when he can, he does. Yeah, Grossman, whatever works for you, man. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, true pilots take the blame. Honestly, it was very easy. Like I walked over there and I checked it out. I flipped it over, and lo and behold, the ailerons were reversed. And that was obvious, so it's easy to own up to. I think also if you don't know what happened, the pilot really needs to take the blame, even if it's a mystery, because you won't allow yourself room to learn anything if you don't. I kind of feel like. Yeah, RC Weavin, thanks for the drop on the links. We've got a lot going on now, and the moderators help so much. So Hanger Rats, some of you guys already ordered Hanger Rat shirts, but the Teespring store is up. Boozer's got a Teespring store. He's dropping links too. And then the Pilot Ryan, Captain Mike Teespring store, RC Pilots Lounge is what it's called, is where you can get the Hanger Rats shirts, which look really cool. And they were designed with actually by the Farley family. So Jasmine Farley designed a full standing up, toe to head Hanger Rats. And then we kind of knocked it into like a kind of a badge, like more of a squadron patch style Hanger Rat. So those are available now. Thank you so much. Those of you who have purchased those already. Some of you are patrons already, and you've hit the link on the Patreon and you've done your thing there. You can check that out whenever you want. Not right now, though. Hang out with us. The damage was minimal. Grossman, who are you talking about? Mine? There's a little bit going on more than it looks like, but it's totally fixable. I fixed way worse. And really, not Paul, but Sean Gallagher was being funny, but it's so true. The landing gear are completely unscathed. Andrew Williams, got to get that Hanger Rat graphic on a patch. Yeah, man. You have a Hanger Rat shirt already, Andrew Williams? You have a Pilot Ryan shirt. Aventador, I do hang out on RC groups, mostly just lurking, kind of peeping new planes and things like that. Mine, yeah, Grossman, it's fixable. At the wing root, it's cracked pretty good though, and the rudder completely ripped out the part you screw it to as well. So I mean, it's doable. The cowling's bad, and it's split apart, at the glue joints and things like that. It's one of those things you really need a fine-tooth comb to go over it. So playing crazy FPV. Yeah, that's the thing. So back to excuses, which I was trying really hard not to make because the blame's all on me for sure. Hanger Rats patch. Yeah, man, we'll have to see, Andrew. Thanks, partner. Speaking of patches, though, man, I got to get out to the wherever I'm going to have. Look at this. I got the Flying Tiger one. Guys, these things look so good. As soon as there's a link to drop for these patches, if you want to rock them on your jackets, you can get legit scale leather hand painted patches from the Boozers. And I've been on the Boozers like crazy to put these kind of patches on shirts for the guys who don't have leather jackets or whatever, but still want to rock these squadron patches. So I actually have a couple, and they're really nice. I mean, they're leather. They're super fantastic. Super fantastic. So thank you so much, Papa Boozer, who's camping, I think, right now, is what they said. Josh Mangrum in the house, Hanger Rats in effect. So yeah, I'm doing the Papa Dots thing with the silver Sharpie, which is actually something I was introduced to by Andrew Williams at Jet Jam last year. Saturday night, that's right, hanging out. I can't wait for this all week long. Hanger Rafts. Mojo 410. Hey, what's up, guy? Don't forget to enter the giveaway at Dave's RC. Yeah, everybody, Dave's RC. Is it on Facebook, partner? Your giveaway? Let's go ahead and make you a moderator, Dave's RC, and you can drop a link to what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, man. No camping with the blizzard outside, says John Knopp. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Mary Boozer's working on shirts. Yeah, check out his Teespring as well. He's got some things going on, and we'll always let you know, and so will he when there's new designs up there. Chris Jackson, what's the process of getting shirts made at Teespring? You know, you just got to play. It's not hard. I could talk to you about that some other time. I got the Boozers going on it. It's pretty easy, especially if you can talk to a veteran in a way who's can save you a little grief by starting with the right kind of files. Anything that I do online, obviously, I never knew how to do it until I just go after it and then stick with it till I get it right. Sean Gallagher, you're not allowed to say things like that. 81 degrees in lower Alabama today. It makes people not like you sometimes. I'm just playing. First time moderator, Blue Wrench Group in the house, Dave's RC. Ohio was 30 degrees. Yeah, didn't even think about it. Visibility was nil today too. Like super foggy. Josh Mangrum, thanks a lot for supporting on the Teespring store. Thank you. So there's a laundry list of things to talk about today. 64 guys in the room, 17 thumbs up. Do your deal. Thumbs it up. And if you're hanging, and one thing I want to talk about too, before I really dig in too far, we're only 12 minutes in, man. So I look at the analytics on YouTube. Most of you guys are probably subscribed. And if you're not, like, maybe consider doing that. You have to have an account or you wouldn't be able to comment here. So I don't think that you guys are really who I'm talking to in this statement. Although, again, if you're here and you have a YouTube account and you're not subbing, do it. That helps us out, actually. But I look at the analytics and there's like 50% of the people who watch the videos aren't subbed. So it's like if you guys know older people who watch videos on YouTube, you got buddies at your club that don't have a YouTube account, tell them they're missing out because they really might be. You know, all you guys have an account, whether you have content or videos at all, it doesn't matter. You're able to comment and engage with all your buddies, which is really cool. So I would say go for it. Evan Tador, thank you so much. Everybody who's wants to, make sure you get linked to your channel in. Thank you, Nicholas Glorioso. Good to see you. So last week and maybe even the week before, we're going to start going through the laundry list of things right now. Neffy. You guys, they fixed it. Neffy is going to be on the Site 3 that it's always on, which is the like X runway kind of in the middle of AMA property. And that's great. That's where it's always been. You're not too far from bathrooms and electricity and shower. And if you're camping, you're really close to. Anybody who wanted to fly off, go to an electric event and fly off of grass is welcome to go to the back end of the field, the back end of the AMA property and do that. It sounds like I talked to Jay this week. Actually, he got back from vacation and called me. And there were a lot of you guys who voiced your concern about the event killed for being on. I mean, guys aren't going to drive 1,000 miles to fly on grass. Everybody's got that at home somewhere. So, and I mean, if you know that's what you're signing up for, Andrew Williams, talking about Flight Fest, then that's, that's cool. Like, imagine Flight Fest if it were on smooth rolling surface for 6-7 years, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. Then it's a thing. You know what I mean? So very glad that's been changed. We weren't the only ones who issued concerns over the show being back on the grass. Motion RC is going to be a sponsor, is what I hear as well. And it sounds like they were also concerned with that. So, I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you're going to come a long way, you want to be right there where it's at. So perfect. Neffy, check. Hanger Rats, unite. Has everybody done their FAA registration yet? You have till what, the 25th to get your numbers on the outside of your plane. And then as soon as you get all your airplanes ready to go, they'll change the rules again. Not being cynical, but I kind of am. So Dave Kowalski actually gave me a message today on Facebook Messenger, and then I talked to Wesley too, Mary Boozer. So there's a couple cool ways. Can you guys hear me all right? There's a couple cool ways that you can do your numbers, right? Your FAA numbers. I didn't do them the last time. I haven't done them yet. Yeah, money on it changing again, Andrew Williams. I agree. Okay, thank you. So yeah, Dave Kowalski just dropped a link to Cali Graphics. Check that out sometimes. And she's making what look like aircraft placards that have your name, AMA number, and your FAA registration number, which is kind of cool. Looks nice. So you could put that somewhere indiscriminate on your aircraft and be good to go. And if you really want to go crazy, you can, I think Boozer's going to probably show us one of these days how to do it with a stencil. Very small, and airbrush is the way to go. Papa Boozer, I totally got the tiger patch, and I just called you out for it a minute ago. Thank you so much. It looks fantastic. I got to get my jacket in somewhere and get them. I'm going to have them both put on, I think. I mean, why not? So yeah, Dave's RC says, yeah, Cali Graphics did the graphics for my Top Gun L39. I've had Cali Graphics for years and years. When I was doing, before video and I was doing magazine stuff, back then we were getting ARF foamies that were white foam, and the fuselage came in halves, and you glued in your own blind nuts. And you really were on your own to do your own liveries as well. So Callie was my girl even back then. Packing tape on rudder. So let's see. What's the purpose? That's why I have a problem paying the AMA. Chris Jackson, the thing about AMA, you're not the guy at Pegasus Club Maryland, are you, Chris Jackson? Are you different, Chris? Because I mean, you really have to be a pay dues of AMA to be flying at any club. That's usually the rules. Hey, somebody get stealing vids out of here. See ya later. What a wasteoid. There's one more here. Thanks for slowing down the stream. Let's just report the guy. How about that? It's popular these days. He hurt my feelings. Let's tell. Okay. Thanks for coming by. So, yeah, Dave, Andrew Williams is quick on the gun there. AMA events will not regulate FAA number. It was on the AMA site this week. Yeah, they won't. But if you got to have an AMA number to and have an update membership to fly at any event or sanctioned club. Now, they might start looking at your FAA number as well. Who knows? They want to make sure you have it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, jump all. You don't need permission. Any blue wrenches, see some baloney like that, get them out. Get them out. All right, cool. So FAA, I got to do it too. I might go with Cali. I probably need to re-up too. 3 years comes quick. So it might be time for me to do it as well. I mean, most of you guys, we're probably all in the same boat, really, right? Like everything kind of flamed up and we all got our numbers. And so we're probably all rolling on that 3-year situation, wouldn't you say? So my wife's texting me like she couldn't see the show. Like, what? Let me say something to her. Don't know. Brilliant. Yes, Josh, correct. So anyhow, thanks for coming by. 73 of you in here, 30 thumbs up. Oh, what I wanted to say before is like, if you're in the live chat and you're hanging out, like when the thing is over, man, if you pop in the regular comments and say, hey, had a good time or thought your show sucked or whatever, that's helpful. So yeah, Callie, we shouted her out. That's a place to get your FAA stickers and, of course, any custom liveries. I still want to get a Mary Boozer sticker. And I'm going to make some Hanger Rat stickers as soon as Teespring gives me access to the die-cut stickers. I don't want to put a round thing on a square or rectangle sticker. I did that for our stuff already. And they're kind of – I really don't like the price either. I think they're too much. The reason I don't just buy a bunch of them from Cali is because I don't want to I really don't want to ship them out one at a time, honestly. So, but if you guys want that, tell me, you know what I mean? Put it in the comment section, because if there's enough of you who want Hanger Rat stickers that are die cut nice and round and stuff like that, then, I'll make it happen. Okay, cool. Hanger Rats. The merchandise is at the store. You guys have dropped links already. The handful of you have already ordered that, and that's really cool. The Farley family came up with that design, and then we tweaked it together a little bit. And so what you see really came from Dennis Farley's granddaughter, Jasmine, and they've been really a joy, really good supporters. And 2 of the Farley family are patron supporters on our Patreon page. Mike Kennedy and Dave Kowalski are the other 2. And thank you so much, guys. And it was one of those things I decided to go for it because you guys have been very generous and all. And it really hurts my feelings that YouTube takes 30%. So I wanted to make another way. Todd Brita popped in. I missed your. Hey, what's up? There you are. Miss you, brother. Love to see you rocking your channel. Thanks so much, man. Todd, always a pleasure. You're welcome anytime. Mike and Lutz, Patrick, will there be neck straps available? Man, probably not. Probably not. Maybe someday. You know what I mean? It depends how it goes. Let's see. Dan Crizzle calls me Captain Mike. You're close. You're only half wrong. My night is really good. Haven't seen you over here on the stream, so very much welcome. If you're in the stream and you're commenting, then you obviously have a Google account. Subscribe. Let's do this thing. MCSSI says he printed his FAA number on invisible tape. Worked well. Yeah. What's Wonder Woman supposed to do with her jets? Brett Archibald, are you talking about the FMS PA-18? I believe you are, and it used to be on our Amazon store, but it's apparently sold out. So I would advise you to check out hobbyzone.com, who have been pleasures to work with lately. we did a cruise-in stand giveaway a while ago, and I've got the cruise-in stand back here right now. He's got that available at HobbyZone and arrowsrc.com as well. So yeah, check that out. Support hobbyzone.com as well. RC Jetworks, Amazon store. All the links are in the description for ways to, help us out around here. And thank you everybody for dropping links on that. What did I miss? Going to Null, probably not. Mike and Lutz. Really, I'm probably just going to do Jet Jam and Neffy. And then, you can find us here on video. One of you guys, was it Jack, asked about the JP Hobby fan video. Timothy, what's going on? Good to see you. Huju, what's happening? Huju says to Paul Hatcher, label maker is a great idea for the FAA number deal. Mary Boozers are going to Joe Null. I'm a pilot. Are you going to tell us about the Corsair? Yeah, we can talk about that again. Ever think of auctioning off any of the old planes? And yeah, the what storage area, Grossman? You mean my stuff? I've gotten rid of loads of planes. That's how I fund getting the new ones. Yeah, that's true, David Christie. Yeah, Andrew Williams, Jet Jam, yes, and you're going to come and stay a while this time. I'm sorry, I got off track. Yeah, the F4 JP fan video, Jack Miller. So listen, we filmed it. We filmed it the day, that day that we went out and filmed the flight reviews of the Bearcat and the Trojan from Arrows RC. We also flew the F4 with the JP Hobby 6S power upgrade in it, and it was awesome. And that video will come out. All right, Dave. And that video will come out here soon. I'm actually waiting on the go-ahead from Andy because I don't want to shine a light on that power system when there's only one in the building. So it might be gone already too. So as soon as he gets those back in stock, which should just be a week or two at this point, then I'm going to let that video fly. Again, I'm almost done editing it up. It's really close, so it's not even up unlisted, but I will get it up pretty soon in the next few days. So if you really can't wait, hit me in Messenger, Instagram DMs, Twitter, YouTube comments, whatever. And yeah, that was you, right, Jack Miller? And then I'll let you get it unlisted. I'll let you take a look at it. But it's not up yet. So, but that makes sense, right? I mean, I definitely want to be the best help I can be for Andy, and sending people to an empty shelf is just not good business. So, Andrew, you out of here? See you later, man. Dinner's ready. Got to go. All right, man. Have a good one. Hey, you just got a new house, didn't you? Are you settling in nice? What am I missing? Let's see. Seniors. Yeah, Mary Boozer, the Bearcats sold out for right now. I think that's why we're not doing the Mustang or that P47 right at the moment, because they don't want to have empty shelves as well. So cool, Andrew. Peace out, brother from another mother. Yeah, I'm a Pilot 100. I really don't know what's going on. I know this is, they've been at this, and I hate to speak for them, but from what I gather in our relationship that has begun over the last few months, they'll let us know when they release something else or they grab some other things. We'll be the first to know. It is a good problem, Mary Boozer, but not when you're yes and no. No. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get back on track. Dave Kowalski unboxed his Arrows Bearcat today. Hopefully they made a bunch of them and they get some more. So that plane is amazing, and the Trojan was fun. Those videos were great, fun to make, even though it was cold. But that day started off with that Corsair crash, and we still worked it out, had a good time. Arrows RC Grossman is a brand exclusive to hobbyzone.com, who've been in the business for 25 years. And are, other than Horizon Hobby themselves, they're the second largest retailer of Horizon Hobby equipment online. So they're out of Minnesota, also United States based, and they know how to do it and support the product and things like that. And they will have their own brand as well, because when you really think about it, for the most part, let's be honest, everybody's selling the same stuff, except for just a few exclusive brands here and there, right? So, and Horizon has their own exclusive everything, e-flite, the Hobby Zone stuff, not to be confused with hobbyzone.com, because it's different actually. And then of course Hangar 9 and things like that used to be Park Zone, whatever. So Motion has the free wing and flight line stuff, and the other little, XK and Roban kind of things that are, I consider a little bit not mainstream. And then Arrows RC is exclusive to Hobby Zone, and arrowsrc.com is also its own, website where you'll start seeing more products fill in as well, and more options as well. And the parts, I mean, honestly, you guys blew them out of the water with the attention. And so they're catching up the best they can with parts and more planes. So, but they know how to do it. They've been at it for a while. I hope I answered your question a little bit for you, but they just went in on it like everybody else, because other than the Arrows RC brand, they're selling the same things that, Horizon and Motion and Grayson Hobby and everybody has. HSD is its own thing, Patrick. And, that's kind of like a unicorn at the moment, but it'll be, I think it'll be easier to find in the future. You notice when I really don't even mention some places, and not to be a complete, personally, I have been at it long enough, like many of you, where you're very discerning about where you spend your money. And with that being said, there's some places I just don't even consider going to. And I'm not even going to say it. It's a few of them. And I'm going to be very vague and political and just try to be non-offensive. There's some stuff I would consider doing, but they haven't reached out and I won't go get it. And then there's other stuff. It's kind of fruity. And then over in the same neck of the woods. So I'm not really worried about any of that stuff over there, because I'm content with the quality being offered at the major players. So that's where I'm sticking. And it seems like you guys appreciate that as well. Nemo Runks in the house, what's going on? I'm back on the comments. We've been at it 33 minutes. Those of you who are late to the party, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Chris Jackson, I want to see that. Pilot Robert went off on Blitz RC. If you're late to the party and you have an account and you're not subbed to this channel, what's wrong with you? And also at 9 o'clock, we did a 3-minute video that's got some lessons we all need to learn about setting up, taking our time, not being in a hurry, and also not making excuses. So go back after the stream and check out our last upload. It's going to be in the 2 playlists. The more videos from, thanks Dave's RC. It's going to be in the more videos from Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike. And it's also going to be in the podcast and live streams playlist, but it's a 3-minute little video. It's called How to Make a Grown Man Cry. Please go watch it. Share it with your friends. I want that video to go crazy. It ought to at least make me something, some views. You know what I mean? Tom Heat Dirks in the house. Mitchell Farley. Is it Mitchell or Vance or Wendell? You guys have so many aliases, I can't keep it straight. I'm not going to let your cat out of the bag, but the Farley boys are some smart cookies, and they're working on some neat stuff that if it works out, I think we're all going to be into. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's exactly right. Personally, most of my airplanes have had to have the ailerons reversed. Yeah, Dave, you're right. You guys are all better than I am. For real. You know, if you guys watch that crash, I didn't know. Yes, Paige, you wives are amazing too, and very smart. If you watch that crash, I didn't know the ailerons were reversed. Obviously, everything happens really quickly. So it starts to actually, it's so funny because you can hear me start saying how I was getting ready to gush about how nice it was, you know, like the takeoff was so awesome. I was like, oh, you know, like, you know how I do if you've been watching for a while. I was getting ready to start singing its praises, like such a nice takeoff, you know, and it just started peeling a little tiny bit of left roll. So I gave it some left aileron to, you know, level things off. Well, all of a sudden it's upside down, you know, and then I freak out and I give it down stick. I'm like hoping to fly out of it, to be honest, but the ailerons were still reversed. So it just kept going, basically scrubbed off all speed. And there was no, it would have had to hit me like a bolt of lightning that my ailerons were reversed for me to have any chance at all. And even then, what a weird situation. I mean, I'm not sure if you could catch it that low and that slow. So go back and watch that crash and like it, even though it hurts, right? Patrick Rohrbach. You know what? The thing about, it's so funny because I don't know how much business to talk sometimes because I kind of feel like I'm in the middle sometimes. There's a reason why you don't see everything being carried everywhere. So the main distributor is usually going to be Horizon on e-flite and stuff like that, and FMS really too. So if another company doesn't see the sales on some things, they're not going to maybe carry them. And if the margins aren't there, they're not going to carry them. So I don't think that the e-flite Viper is available everywhere, even though some e-flite stuff is also available at many other stores. You know, the back end of the business, I've been there. I'd rather hang out with you guys out here in the front anyway. I shoot myself in the foot if I run my mouth, so I won't. Ricky the Photon Dexter, are you on a ship right now, or was that fake news? Ricky the Photon Dexter is either on a cruise ship right now, or he just was. Is that crazy or what? Is that a record? 82 pilots? I swear didn't we have 100 the other day? Let's see. Fake news. Did the same thing with the Friends Pandora. Ricky's on a ship, man. You ever been on a ship before? The minnow would be lost. Kevin said it was because there was no, you're in the Bahamas. I'm a Pilot 100. I mean, You'd have to ask them, I guess. You know what I mean? Again, if you're not moving things, you're not going to stock it, you know. And also, when there's a FMS Yak 70 millimeter and there's a Free Wing Yak 70 millimeter, it kind of makes sense they don't have them both, I guess. Oh man, RC Weaving, you did you crash it? Did it crash your C-130, or did you make it out okay? Trailer park internet sucks, says Papa Boozer. Yeah, Ricky, we miss you. Don't get burned up. Too bad. Hey, we went on a cruise for our honeymoon a year after we got married, and it happened to be like spring break time. So it was like being on an MTV. It was crazy. It was like being on like not a good way, right? It was like being on an MTV show. Spring breakers, you know, college kids. And you know how people are cowboys, right? It's like you live in Indiana or Minnesota, and all of a sudden you're transported to some tropical paradise, and you don't think you need to wear suntan lotion. So there were kids that I saw the first day, just pale, you know, running around being just completely ridiculous. And you saw them the next day pretty red, and then you didn't see them, like in their room, like sun poisoned or something crazy. So, yeah, man. So glad to have you over here. I'm a pilot. Mike and Lutz wants a link to the Amazon store. Thank you so much, RC Weaving FPV. And it's actually, if you go back to, like, it's always in the description, except for the videos for Arrows RC. The Amazon link is always in the description. Also, if you just go to the homepage of this channel, you can see the links. There's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, and Patreon. There's 5 links for more access to Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike. Let's see. Patrick, see you later. Hanger rats in the house for life, forever. Gotta go, he says. Yeah, Pilot Robert. Somebody drop that link, man. I wanna check that out sometime if he was going on. He doesn't hold back at all, and I just don't want to. I guess if I need something to do, I'll get some junker and just beat it up on the show. But it was one of the upgraded props that disintegrated. Oh, that's too bad. Somebody asked me about the 360 video that was out the other day. I haven't seen it. Honestly, I don't watch a lot of videos, which is crazy. I try to catch up on you guys that come over here. If I watched it, you'll know it because I'll comment. I need to do better, but I just haven't. I pop in on the Boozers sometimes. The Mary Boozers RC YouTube channel. He supports so hard that I always go in. Try to, especially when we're doing the same plane. So, all right. Make a plumbing parts EDF jet. So let's see. Corsair went down. Jet Jam goes off before Neffy this year, right? Papa Boozer says this is like trying to understand but hearing every 10th word, kind of like our stream last week, right? So it's always about improvement all over the place. Wesley just got a new microphone, and he's getting his game better and better all the time as well. June 13th is Jet Jam. Neffy is the weekend after that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It's going to be on Site 3. which is the pavement place that we always fly on. And that will be awesome. Andre, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. Next week, if all things work out, I'm going to have a surprise. I guess he's a surprise until I tell you, but I'm having one of the younger guys from Horizon Hobby come on the show and talk to us a little bit next week. You guys may recognize the name. It's Tom. And you know what? I knew his name. It starts with an H until let me see. I'll find him real quick because we were chatting on Messenger. Let's see. Cogswell, not an H at all. I was thinking Hogwarts. Tom Cogswell. He's what I would call kind of a junior Horizon Hobby guy who's been there for a little while, and I think he made his first debut doing some Force RC stuff, maybe Diamond Hobby even, but he got himself in there at Horizon Hobby, and I want to talk to him about his journey and how he's got started and see what he might be able to, let us in on being a young man working over there at Horizon Hobby. And I think it's going to be interesting to run the gamut. So here's what I would say a younger gentleman who's in the industry. We'll pick his brain a little bit. And then in a few weeks, I'm not sure when exactly, but I know he wants to do it. Dan Bujold, who's the CEO at hobbyzone.com and the guy responsible, along with his team, of course, he's the one responsible for bringing us this Arrows RC stuff. So we're going to have him on as well. And this is a 25-year industry veteran. So we got, junior pro and, senior PGA tour, not like he's an old guy, but, 25-year veteran experience in the business. So that will be fun. And talking about Jet Jam, that's we're going there as RC Pilots Lounge. We're going to be sponsored by Andy at RC Jetworks. So we're going to have a tent there. And we're going to bring the show on the road. So regardless of internet, we're going to do something. If the internet's not good, we'll just record it and I'll put it out later. But we're going to be there in force, there to fly with a microphone and our transmitter and some airplanes. And we're going to have a ball. Jet Jam is so fun. Andre, Ryan, flight test in July, Ohio, ? Man, I would like to do that. I just got done telling everybody I'm only going to do 2 events, but that one's close enough I could almost work it out. You know what I mean? Maybe I can figure that one out. I would have to do some organizing. Thanks. I should do that. I don't think anybody will know us over there. I don't do anything from scratch. Timothy, are you going this year? Josh Mangrum, what about sponsors? He asks me. Can you clarify a little bit more than that? We have sponsors for the there's going to be a lot of sponsors at Jet Jam, I'm sure. Probably more of the sponsors that you always see there. RC Jetworks is a sponsor. I think Schubler is a sponsor. I don't want to shout anybody out who's not. But RC Jetworks is going to be a sponsor, and he's also sponsoring us take the show on the road. Dirty D, what's going on? Chris Graca, right? Am I right? Dirty D is a 3D printing maestro. Yup. What's up? You going to be at Jet Jam, Dirty D? Dirty D, you have any links you want to drop to your 3D printing prowess? I'm going to make you a moderator right now. Blue Wrench in the house, Dirty D. You got links, drop them. Josh Mangrum, do I need additional sponsorship? I 100% always need additional sponsorship. And I was starting to consider, I was thinking about it the other night, like putting all my sponsors on like a shirt just for me. Josh Mangrum, you're really nice. There's a lot of things people can do. When the show's over, Josh, click that Patreon link that's up in the homepage, or somebody might drop it here in the chat. You can. That's one way to do it. Sometimes people do super chat here on the stream. Just coming over, viewing it, hanging out, being part of the community is enough. But if you want to do more, there's definitely ways. I mean, that's what the Amazon store is about. The t-shirt store is about having Patreon available. And then, of course, some people like to super chat on the streams. But again, showing up is enough. So, all right, Dirty D, I hear you. I see you. He got his links to his blog on rcgroups.com. So check him out there, and you can get access to some of his files, I'm sure, or at least a way to connect with him so you can pursue it further. But he's made some fantastic stuff. I actually have some stuff sitting around here that he's made that I haven't outfitted yet. John's in, drive-by shout out. I was talking about you earlier. Your ears might be on fire. Everybody's still here, man. This is show number 29. So we're 7 months of consecutive shows. Let's see. I wish I could keep up sometime. So Josh, man, hit me up in Messenger if you need any help with that stuff. I'd be glad to help you out figuring that out. Wesley, is the null site up to sign up? Brian Wheellock, I'm going to the Air Force Museum in Dayton in July. How many days do I need to see it all? I figure you aviators would know. Anybody answer him? Wolpertinger says he's out of here, 4 a.m. Catch it on the replay. And Wolpertinger, make sure you check out my last upload. It's called How to Make a Grown Man Cry. It's kind of the predecessor to tonight's show. Check that out. Yeah, John, we had 83 earlier, man. We're killing it. Yeah, check out the premiere tonight that went down. It's the last upload. It's called How to Make a Grown Man Cry. It's a 3-minute little short video. Check it out. And share it with people that don't even like RC, because who doesn't want to see a middle-aged white dude get his teeth kicked in these days, right? All right. Let's see. John Zen's rolling. He's out of here. Thanks for the stand, dude. I got my this is a hint to the premiere that went down. Let's see. Goodness sakes, it's already been an hour. So, yeah, Josh, hit me in Messenger, DMs on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. You guys all know that there's many ways to access Pilot Ryan more than just Saturday. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, do it unless you just don't want to. And if you're here and you don't have a YouTube account, which 50% of you apparently don't, if you want to learn how to set up a Google account or a YouTube account so you can comment and engage, maybe you're not interested in putting up videos. That's okay. There's a lot of guys that have accounts that have absolutely no videos at all, but you can like videos. You can comment on videos, and you can put together playlists that you like of things that you didn't even make. Like there's playlists on this channel right here of like old World War II vintage training films that I got from all over the place. I didn't put them up. And if you guys are interested in kind of some of the social media thing, I used to consider the idea of showing guys how to do Instagram or showing guys how to do this or that on social. But what I'll probably do, if you're interested, is just do, I'll just go around and find the best videos out there that somebody else has already made on how to do, how to start a YouTube account, how to do Instagram, this kind of thing. Because, yeah, I'm going to do airplane stuff, and I'll be glad to talk about it and help people out, but I'm not going to probably make social media videos. If you check out any social media videos, you know they're really well produced, and I'm just not going to be that guy. Ryan will always give a response back on his videos on YouTube. If he doesn't leave a comment, he will at least like your response to acknowledge you. That's absolutely true. You guys who get hearts but maybe not an answer, the hearts only come from the original poster, the proprietor of the channel. So not every time does a comment get like an answer. It's not because I'm too busy. It's just sometimes it's just a comment, not a question. And so I like to, unless you just say something mean, I try to heart everything so we saw it. Oh boy, I joined this channel. I end up buying RC aircraft. Yeah, that me too. Let's see. Oh goodness. Ricky the Photon Dexter, he's got to go, man. Party on the cruise ship. Tell Isaac I said hello, will you? You guys remember Love Boat? I wish I could remember the song. I would do a bar or so right now. Let's see. Ryan again, still trying to get Club to pay for you and Captain Mike to come to the Barn Burner shootout. What an uphill battle. Yeah, the club in Texas, those guys take care of us. They get us to Texas on an airplane. It's crazy. Wayne 630 in the house. Thanks, man. Yeah, Eric Rogers, I caught your typo. That's right. On a comment this week you made. Bob DeGood wants to know if there's going to be any RC airplane discussion tonight. Yeah, man, throw it out there. Throw it out there. What do you want to talk about? I crashed my Corsair. Do a pre-flight. That was the first part of the show, was talking about pre-flights. John Barnsley says the Venom is awesome. Been flying his for years. Tips on landings. That's one of my favorite things to talk about. What do you want to? What plane are we talking about on the landings, my brother? Dave's RC says my maiden on the Arrows Bearcat is in the books. Check it out at Dave's RC. Thanks. You can drop your link to Dave's RC. Brian Chambers. I don't get it. Oh yeah, Love Boat. Love Boat. Oh goodness. All right. Bob DeGood crashed your Tundra. Tell us all about it. Eric Rogers has a new RC YouTube channel. It's a pilot's lounge, man. We talk about whatever comes up. Free Wing Venom 90 millimeters. Is that what we're talking about landing? Holy smokes. You know what? Wesley's the better guy to probably talk about landing that thing. I flew the Venom for flight review, and it may not be up anymore, but we did do a video actually from Texas a couple years ago of the Venom, and I think they might have just replaced it. But I kind of lucked out and had a good landing on video, but the other times I flew it, I never could get it really sorted. I love the thing. I think it flies amazing. And those of you who have flown it will understand this comment a little bit more than those who haven't. But it's like it will fly slower than it wants to land. And I think it was Alpha who said that to me first. I'm not sure. But it's one of those planes that I really enjoyed and actually didn't get done on. Like, I want to, any plane that's given me any fits, sometimes we do videos and I'm done with it. Mike's got it, or maybe it didn't make it or survive or whatever. And so we did the video and it was done. It ended up being a raffle prize at the charity fundraiser event we were there for. So, and we weren't going to take it home with us on the plane. So I didn't get my fill of the Venom. And it's one of those planes that I still want to work out. There's some planes like that where I had a little stick time on the F-15, but I never took one off and I never landed one. Same thing with the RC Jetworks, the big HSD Super Viper, that turbine thing. I flew it, but I didn't take it off and land it. So it's like I'm not yet done with that experience, and I'm not yet done with the Venom. But really, I would check out Mary Boozer's. I'm sure he's got video on it, and he'd be glad to talk about his techniques he's using to work it out. It does seem like it's kind of bouncy sometimes. So I never got it figured out. Is there something else airplane-wise that you got a question on, anybody? I might be able to be more help. Here's a good question you guys might be able to answer. I know I have servo testers on the Amazon store, and they're available about everywhere. But Brett Archibald wants to know, what's the easiest servo tester that won't require me to purchase non-LiPo batteries? He's new to all this. That's a good question. And anybody who's got an answer wants to type it in. Put his name in the front of your answer, if you would. Mary Boozer RC talking about the big A10 is a little bouncy. It can be. And we've talked about this one a lot. The big A10 is amazing. And I think most of us who have experience with that aircraft have landed on 2 or 3 different ways to fix that. First of all, you have to just manage your speed and fly it down. It's the kind of plane that when it stalls, it's very straightforward and mushy, where it doesn't really drop a wing. So you really don't know you're stalled, except when you give it stick, you got nothing. So keep it moving, commit to the elevator, and hold that nose off, really. That's that committing to the elevator and manage your speed good. And I feel like that A10 wants to have a good bit of elevator throw as well. So there's that. And that applies to whichever landing gear you're flying on. The other 2 things are, I feel like most of us that have experience on the A10 already feel like you need to commit to one style of landing gear. If you're flying at stock, it's got trailing links on the mains, which when you touch down spreads out the fulcrum, so to say, which puts more pressure on the nose, and you get this what looks like it is going to be a good landing can end up kind of bad sometimes. So seems like the consensus is either go with all trailing links, which means switch the nose out from stock and put a trailing link on the nose, seems to take that bounce out, or do what I did, which is put the up and down spring struts on the mains, because the nose gear already has straight up and down out of the box. So match it by doing the upgrades on the mains, and it's on this channel. Check out the video. It's on the Motion channel too, a different video actually, of just touch and go landings on the A10 with all the up and down struts. So commit to the elevator and match all your struts. Dirty D says cut the nose oleo spring helps as well. I could see that. And Tired Iron Aviation, he flipped his mains around so they stayed stiff basically, which is really like doing the spring up and down strut deal, but absolutely having like no suspension at all. So I've missed a lot. I've missed a lot. Hey, Josh, sounds good, man. I'll hit you on Messenger in a little while, okay? Thanks so much, man. Let's see. I put the upgrades on the mains, and it made a big difference. Yeah, Timothy, honestly, like I was so nervous flying that bird until I put those struts on there. And it really, really helped because I had, and I'm familiar with that plane. And before I did it. So I definitely feel like I had some experience, right? Some good experience And in the videos we made, we put it down in the grass, and that was, you saw the first day with that jet. And I just, you know what? Sometimes I luck it out. I luck out, and we get a good video, and I nailed it. And maybe the second or third or fourth time I come out with the plane, I'm still learning. I bounced it around. I bounced that A10 around pretty good. After we were done with the work already, like on a picture day or something. What radio do you use? Is that for me, Dave's RC? I use Futaba and I use Spectrum DX8. Wayne, are you out of here? See you later. A kangaroo jet, an 80 millimeter kangaroo jet, says RC. Wows, dude. RC Jetworks in the house. Late to the party. That's cool. Fashionably late, coming in at an hour and 5 minutes. Josh Mangrum wants to know what you guys are doing for Expo. I usually default to 20 or 30% on Expo. If the plane scares me a little, I'll go 30%, but normally I'm right around 20%. Let's see. Oh, okay, Eric, I got you. Yeah, 30% for Aventador. See you later, Wayne. Have fun with the Venom, says John Barnsley. Oh, don't be sorry, Andy. We were just talking about you earlier. Yeah, Mary Boozer. They're available at rcjetworks.com. I'm using, I went for his 3300s on those Aeros RC planes, and I flew the Jetworks 6000 when I did the JP hobby upgrade video in the F4, which will be coming out in a couple weeks. As soon as Andy says drop it, we're going to drop it. That's what's happening. So if you're here and you haven't seen it crash yet, make sure after the show or whenever you got time, go check it out. Comment for me that you saw it. That always helps. And you guys who are here, thanks for thumbs upping the chat. Please thumbs up the video too in the regular comment section, and maybe say, hey, I had a good time or whatever. All that stuff helps feed that algorithmic robot you've heard me talk about. You guys are the best. So let's talk about planes still. That's fun. Somebody, who was that with the smart aleck remark about anybody going to talk about planes tonight? It is hard to keep up, but I love it. I love it. So who has seen that little slip up? I don't know if it was a slip up or not, but there was like, they splashed around the ad from a magazine this week that had a new 80 millimeter jet on it. Have you seen it, guys? Let's talk about that. Hashtag plane talk. Yeah, Josh, rip the Corsair, dude. EG says, great show. Who makes the Aeros planes? Those are facilitated by the top at hobbyzone.com. We're going to have him on the show to answer those kinds of questions, whatever he feels comfortable with. I mean, we don't, some of those questions we don't ask the other company, so I doubt they'll answer. One Sky RC, what is going on? Dave Kowicki says Horizon will show it this Thursday during the Thursday Thunder show. 80 millimeter F4 looks to have all the bells and whistles, and I'm all over it. I can't wait. Ethan RC, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Jay Londa, F14 or 14 e-flite F4. Yes, it is true. And that's going to be available at all, retailers that carry Horizon. But I'm working on probably, it looks like one of my most recent sponsors is probably going to be in on that with me, which means the video will be on this channel, but also embedded into their website. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, Sean Gallagher is the one who mentioned it, and I thought it was vaporware. I thought it was complete BS when Sean Gallagher, RC Jetworks team pilot, mentioned it last week on the show. I about spilled my coffee. And if it this new F4, if it has the DNA that I think it does, we're all going to be happy. 80 millimeter in runner, super efficient. Oh, thank you, RC Weavin. Those of you who didn't get in yet on the Arrows RC, fantastic 3-cell power 1100 millimeter aircraft. 2 days left of that special discounted offer. The Bearcat has already sold out. The Trojans are amazing flying planes. You can check out our videos on this channel. And then there's the P-47, which is a little bit smaller, 980 millimeter, and the 1100 millimeter Mustang, which hopefully will work up as well sometime. But yeah, RC Weavin mentioned that. arrowsrc.com, 2 days left on that coupon where you can save $20 if you buy one plane with a coupon code. And if you buy two, you can save $30 off each. Amazing. And of course, that's free shipping right in the United States. I'm missing something, but that's cool. I love it when you guys talk to each other in the chat. Thanks for dropping the links. Again, do your part in the regular comment section as well. Yeah, Mary Boozer, I'm with you. Like, I still want to get my hands on the e-flite Thunderbirds F-16 as well. Good DNA. Yeah, Dave's RC talking about the FMS fans. That and the JP Hobby fans, man. Of course, anything over there at RC Jetworks is quality. You know, honestly, they're not like they're super fast or anything like that. I don't think you're going to really be able to tell a huge amount of difference in the speed arena. I think they're very much similar to everything else that's out there, but they're lighter weight, and the efficiency gets you an extra minute at least of flight time. That's huge when you only have a 3-minute flight to have a potential of another minute or so. That's a 25% and upwards increase in flight time, which is amazing. Dave Kowalski got some batteries at RC Jetworks. That's cool, man. Thanks for doing that. Now he needs flying weather so he can try it out. Dave Kowalski, I've been loving your Facebook stuff this week. You dug up a bunch of old pictures, which is fun, man. You guys, if you're not following each other on Facebook and everything like that, you're missing out. Join the groups, Facebook groups. There's a lot to take in, but it's fun. I manage to only follow. I really don't exist on social media except for airplane stuff. So for the most part, all the drama that's out there misses me, which is pretty cool. Limestone Cowboy, that's hilarious. Where did that name come from? Are you a rock guy? Are you like in the rock business? RC Jetworks, you say, I feel for you. Is that me because of my Corsair or what? Cool, Ethan RC. Everybody supporting RC Jetworks. I love it. Stonecutter, cool, dude. I used to work with my dad. He set headstones for a while. I mean, I never cut any stone, but, you know, we set some. And that was some stuff, and dug the foundations for him and things like that. And we did a job on Marco Island, Florida, where we picked up a bunch of stones in Georgia somewhere and drove them to Florida and installed them on this pavilion at a beach, Marco Island or whatever, where all these donors had their names. You know, Florida's already, some people call it heaven's waiting room. And I just think it's like jumping the gun, isn't it? If you're still alive and you're a donor of a beach, to have your name already like in a stone. It's like you're going to have your name on a stone soon enough, won't you? Anyway, It's like building the pyramids. It was crazy. 2 guys and a couple 2x4s and some really crazy epoxy and some angle iron, and we got those stones all plastered around the outside of this building. Crazy. Kowishki's ready to come to Texas. Hey, Dave, you need to come to Texas for when we make it next year, or whatever reason. Dirty D loves his Roaring Tops. I like my Roaring Tops from Jetworks. I like my Jetworks packs too. Let's see, man. We're hour 15 into it. So look, any last minute questions? Hey, Bedford, Indiana, man. That's where my roots are. I'm from Muncie, but the Ramseys are all they come from Bedford, dude. Fist bump through the internet to you, my friend. What if you're a Ramsey? That'd be crazy. Buzzcut 2239. Finally get to catch you live. Love the format, Ryan. Keep it going. Thank you so much. Hey, one of my buddies here, Bob the Good, maybe it was, asked about red light 34s from Gas City. You got to be kidding me. Some small world for sure. Mary Boozer's asking it. Somebody zap him out of here. That's crazy. I'm just kidding. Oh, goodness. I forgot what I was going to say. Somebody remind me. Dave's RC says, check out Skip Built's channel. Josh, see you later, man. Pre-flight. Thanks from Utah, says Brett. Oh, yeah. Dude asked about the dog. We got a puppy, right? A golden retriever. The dog is doing really good. Yeah, make sure your ailerons are correct. Gas City, Bob the Good. Oh, yeah, the racetrack. The dog's doing really good. My kids are little, and so we're potty training the dog. So we're all the time talking about who let the dog out, whatever. When I get home, I want to know who took it out last or whatever. So you know where I'm going with this. So my kids are little. They've never heard the song Who Let the Dogs Out by, what is it, Baha Men? Yeah, there's a nice runway in Converse, Indiana. Who Let the Dogs Out? So Jeff's Custom RC, what's going on? Thanks for coming by. Guys who aren't subbed, man, let's do it. Thumbs it up as well. So Who Let the Dogs Out? My kids have never heard that song. So I've started to kind of, sing it around the house because we have a dog now. Who. And my little girl, like the rest of the kids, my middle girl, she's never heard the song. So she started singing Who Let the Dogs Out. Really pretty and nice, like you would sing like a pretty song, like a ballad. And because she'd never heard it. So I just, the irony there killed me. So little girl, sweet little voice singing Who Let the Dogs Out, like as pretty as she can. You can imagine. And so after I was like, that's just the sweetest thing, darling. That's so cute. Now let daddy put the song on my computer so you can listen to it. I didn't let her see it because I don't remember what the video was doing. It could have been, who knows. But I didn't want the kids to see it, but I let them hear the song. So the irony of my daughter singing it like so pretty. And then the way the song is in real life. So we had a lot of fun with that. And on the way to school, I said computer, but it was on my phone. So I had it playing on my phone on the way to school. And my daughter, I can see her little face in my rearview mirror. And she's just like lip syncing the death out of that song. And it was hilarious. Me and my boy were just dying. And when we got to school and I was dropping the kids off, I told her I was going to go to the office and make an announcement that she just won the lip sync contest for Who Let the Dogs Out, and that everybody should give her extra special hello today and maybe a cupcake. And she was embarrassed because she thought I was really going to do it. But Brownie64, made in your e-flite Corsair. Congratulations. It flew great. Curiosity, what did you end up using in it for battery? I'm curious what you used up front. And also, did you set it up by the book? Did you tame it down? What'd you do? Holy smokes, I missed something. Roy Thorward, something about a pit bull about lost his foot. Chat wants to know, when will we be getting an effective Harrier? Man, I have no idea. Golden Retrievers are good dogs. Yeah, I don't know if the video is safe. My buddy's dog attacked 4 of your planes. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the dog's not coming to the field for sure. Not yet. Good question. Let's see. Awesome. Brownie 64. His was awesome too. It's in the scratch and dent section now. What, my plane? It's up here in pieces. I'm going to fix it. Oh, goodness. You guys are funny. RC Weaving talking about Baby Got Back, and then his little girl started singing it after a commercial. Hilarious. So Roy says he uses a 2200 3S in his e-flite Corsair. Timothy Talton talking about, or Toutant, talking about King Tech 120 turbine engines. Ethan RC, see you later, man. I think you're on Instagram, aren't you? Cool to see you there. Bill Shepard, GB Linden, are you here? Yeah, what's up, man? GB Linden in the house. What's the last plane you flew, GB Linden? Fox Pro GT, just saw the crash video. That was super quick thinking, giving down elevator to try to prevent the plane from going in while inverted. Yeah, man, I wish I knew the ailerons were reversed. I might have been able to climb to safety, but doubtful. But yeah, I gave it enough downstick in the freak out. I slammed off. It was like hitting the brakes. I lost all airspeed. RC Weaving says that e-flite Corsair, he likes a 2200 4S in there. GB Linden flew his ultra micro pits. Jeff in Lower Alabama, good evening. Take care. All right. See you later, Kokomo. Red Light 34, take care. Just want to stop in and say hello, man. Thanks for coming by. Hit the bell so you see our new videos when they come out. Let's see. Boozer, are you doing a show tomorrow? Mary Boozer says it likes a 4S 3000 even more. You know, there's a point where I just don't even try 2200s and stuff anymore. Even back in the day with 1100 millimeters, like I remember that at the time called Park Zone Snorting Bull P47, there was a guy called Huff Daddy on RC Groups who had tremendous success and probably a good video. Like I watched it and it seemed really solid, and he was flying with 2600s. And I didn't even bother with the 2200 it came with. It just seemed too small, those little green batteries at the time. Before they were still Park Zone, before they were coming out with the slightly higher CE Flight blue paperweight battery. You're moving it to 8 p.m. Eastern. So you're doing the show. Boozers are having a show tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Mary Boozer YouTube channel. I'm going to try to wrap this one up in 10 minutes. You guys know it's another hour if it's another second. I'm just kidding. We talked about a lot of things on the show today. Check out the crash. It was a little 3-minute video we let loose at 9 o'clock tonight. Check out the aerosrc.com videos. We did the Bearcat and the Trojan. The JP Hobby fan upgrade video is up, but the flight video is coming soon. And if you guys look at the ice and snow on the runway on any of those last videos, the Corsair crash, the Aeros RC stuff, well, that's the same day that I flew the F4. So there's a little bit of drama trying to miss that snow and ice. That's kind of fun. And I did it. I mean, it was pretty cold, but I did it with that F4. It was fun. I don't normally take off with flaps, but because I was stuck on the short field of it all, I definitely used flaps for taking off my F4 with the JP Hobby setup. It was cool. And I didn't really have enough runway to try out the brakes, although I did use them a little bit. RC Weavin has a channel. It's your buddy's channel. And he's chasing your Corsair from a quad, probably, right? Check that out at RC Weavin. FPV just dropped the link. Check that out. Subscribe over there. Wife is yelling. Spend more time with RC stuff than her. I don't think so. Haha, Ryan. Thanks for letting me moderate tonight. Love you guys. Pleasure. Peace. Hey, yeah, tell your wife hello. Thanks for, hey, it's only once a week. Thanks for coming over. You know what you got to do, man. Watch This Is Us. Stay off the phone for This Is Us on Tuesday night. Hang out with the wife. It's a good show. It's fun. They love it. And, yeah. And then the minute the show's over, hop on your phone and obsess over the next RC purchase, just like the rest of us. All right, guys. He's thinking the new time makes sense for everybody. That's cool. I was getting used to 4 o'clock, but whatever you give us, man, we'll take it. Everybody's saying goodbye to each other. Thanks for coming over. We always have a good time. Show 29, 7 months in a row of weekly shows. We've been doing it. Timothy is going to be flying his free wing and motion stuff at Jets Over Kentucky. Cool, man. I'm going to fly whatever I got. I'm probably not going to be at Jets Over Kentucky, but I'm definitely going to be on Jet Jam and Neffy. And, of course, you can always see us right here on this channel. Hit us on Instagram. Anybody that's doing Twitter, man, I'm there. Again, links are in the home channel of this channel. And the home page of this channel, if you look at the banner art, you can get everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Amazon. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, Twitter. It's all there. All right, good talk, everybody. We're going to wrap this up in just a couple minutes. Last minute questions. See you later, Aventador. Anybody want to see something you're not seeing over here? Hanger Rats shirts are available now at the Teespring store. Links in the description. Dennis Farley, thank you to your family and you for being wonderful supporters and coming up with that slick design. Jasmine did a good job, and I think the Hanger Rats design looks really cool. Papa Boozer, thanks for the patches. Once they get a place to send people, I will definitely distribute that link. Yeah, GB Linden, that's a nice comment. He says the Hanger Rats design looks great. Dennis Farley and his granddaughter really did that. And then me and Mitchell, was it Mitchell or Vance, whittled it into the smaller round thing that you see for the shirts. Barn Burner Shootout at Pegasus Club, Hagerstown, Maryland, June 21st through 23rd. That's Neffy weekend, isn't it? I think it is. Mitchell Farley says maybe a good time to do a rebuild video. Yeah, might be too painful, man. Too soon. You know, too soon. I saw a comedian. I think it was Jim Gaffigan. I'm not sure, but what comedian it was. But somehow, somewhere in the bit, they were talking about Abraham Lincoln, and somebody in the audience like might have oohed or something, and the comedian's like, too soon. And of course, that's been years and years. So pretty funny, actually. Mitchell, it's okay. I mean, if it was too soon, I wouldn't have. I did sit on that video for a week before I released it. And then today, I did Daddy-Daughter Dance last night. And then tonight was Son and Mother. So I knew I was going to perhaps be late to the show. So I wanted to have a premiere Even though it was short, I wanted to have something for you guys to do if I was running late. Check out Mary Boozer's link here. He's got a Teespring store going on now. RC Weaven's dropping links to a tribute video to his father on his channel. Check that out. Show it some love. Fred Barron just saw my crash. That does suck. Thank you very much. But you know what? Pre-flight. Hopefully learn something from it, guys. I definitely did. Oh, Don Willman, have I flown the Trojan yet? Yes, I have. The video's up on this channel. It's probably pushing 1,500 views at this point. It's a fantastic flyer. And if you want in on that special, there's 2 days left of that coupon code at arrowsrc.com. If you want that Trojan, get them while they're hot. Save $20. The Trojan was awesome. I actually put 2 flights of it up into that one video. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. And the Bearcat videos, we got out last weekend in around 30-degree temperatures and crashed the Corsair, flew the F4, hopped up RC Jetworks style, and then did the Arrows RC planes, the Trojan and the Bearcat. And we did fly the 3,000 millimeter FMS glider, but we there's really nothing to show. That was the maiden kind of trim out flight. Mike, the canopy flew off and the props broke on the landing. So, I mean, it's completely goofy too. Just like my Corsair crash. Maybe I'll turn it into something. It's totally a wah-wah, another one. But the landing was really good, but Mike was like messing with this trim for whatever reason on the elevator. But he was mistakenly messing with the throttle, which that's what he said. Throttle and rudder are on the same side, though, so I don't know what was going on there, but maybe he was just a little unnerved having lost the 2-liter bottle size canopy that had flown off the plane. So what I'm getting at is he was trimming in throttle, and the prop was, even though it's a folding prop on that big glider, the prop was totally going when he was coming in. I mean, it was a sweet landing, but yeah, totally broke the props on it. It stinks. It is time to weather out the Corsair, and I got a head start by landing it upside down really hard. What do you think about the buildup? Like, I'm so pumped in the intro. Like, I wanted to do the maiden flight. Normally, the first take of the day, camera-wise, always kind of stinks. And because the Corsair is just a purchase I made, I was like, okay, if the video stinks on the maiden of the Corsair, no big deal. We'll get the camera warmed up and acclimated and set the settings up. So when we do our work, the F4 for Andy at Jetworks and then the Aero stuff, we're ready to go. So I was like, all right. And also I truly had been looking at this Corsair for weeks, ready to fly it. And so that's what we went for first. And I was so pumped. I pre-flight has to be more than just wiggling stuff and making sure you see things move. Like, I do it like a ritual. I advise to do it like a ritual. I obviously missed a beat that day, but Josh had to go back and watch the crash. Yeah, it was pretty good. I actually turned up the volume when it hit the ground so you guys can hear that thud. And then I did have to cut the audio on a small portion of the what I said after the crash. It is a ritual, and it's like, stand behind the plane, get your head in the pilot seat, and do your deal. How do you even skip that check? I mean, I was too pumped up, man. I was too pumped up. I was probably standing in front of it and did it, and it looked good. I should have been standing behind it when I did it. I mean, I've only flown like hundreds of aircraft, and I've done this twice. So this is the portion of the program where I say, give me a break, and you're welcome. for showing it to you. Yes, it was an accident, and it was my fault. So, but I refuse to take any more hardship over it. Let's see. Yeah, it's so funny. I'm taking off and I'm saying, "Oh," like I'm getting ready to say, "Oh, what a sweetheart," and that in the like the O of wonder turns into an O of really quick. Thank you, Fred. Ailerons. Mike Kennedy, thank you, man. Mike Kennedy's a patron. The Farleys are patrons. Thank you, those of you doing the Patreon thing. Kowishki. You guys who are rocking the Hanger Rats and the Pilot Ryan, Captain Mike merch are complete studs. Appreciate it. Just come over here, like, subscribe, hang out. You know, if you comment on these flight videos or over here, we see it all. So thank you so much. Jeff, I appreciate that. And, you know, that's cool. I thank you very much for that. But, you know, you can find us over here, and really nothing's changed but the URL. So thanks a lot. MCC or MCSSI says he did the same thing 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I did the same thing. Really pumped up for a maiden flight of the Tiger Meat Mirage last summer. Total bummer. I should actually try to get one of those so I can redeem myself and have it at Jet Jam. I was so sick over it. Tiger Cat Rick said he did the same thing. Yeah. You know, Ritual, stand behind it. I was saying earlier, I think I've done this before. I actually, you see that the cut on the Bearcat video is pretty abrupt at the end, because I go on to talk about things I thought were characteristics of the plane, because I hadn't noticed that I had a backwards mix in. I didn't wipe the receiver out to zero neutral, so I had an inherited mix from something else. And so the things I were saying didn't truly apply to the airplane. So that's why I cut that stuff out. And again, my fault. And here's what happens. I was doing a build video on the Bearcat, so I get it bound up and neutral, and I finish doing the build video. All I need to do to be able to edit this thing up and get it to you guys, I really have to I have to turn it around quickly for the company who provides the stuff. And also I want to. And so the minute I get done making the video, I walk away. So we get to the field to fly the planes. I hadn't touched them. I couldn't remember if I set them up all the way. I think I did set them up by the book, but I hadn't looked at reverse or up and down, any of that stuff. I just went for deflection. And again, the flaps were on an old mix that was wrong. So my ritual needs to be, when I get done doing the filming on the bench, turn off the camera and finish setting it up. And then when I get to the field, double check it better than I have been doing, because that's what I do. I get it built, centered up, linkages on, and in the winter time, it may be a week or two before I arm it again. So my fault completely. Yeah, it happens. Oh man, Roy says if you want to cry, go check out Just Wing It's last video. Yeah, let's do that. Haste makes waste. That's no kidding. Let's see. Hanger 9 stick. Is that what went in on Just Wing It, dude? Or are you just telling us the same? You did the same thing. Yeah, we've all done it, man. Josh, see you later. All right, guys, for real, like 2 minutes and I'm going. Mary Boozers are bedtime. You're a youngin'. What are you talking about? See you later, everybody. Thanks for checking it out. Go check out the crash video I just put out before this live stream. Thank you for all your support, everybody. I cannot wait to see you next time. Probably pop in on the chat tomorrow night at Mary Boozer's. He's going down at 8 p.m. Eastern this time, it looks like. And check out Mary Boozer's channel if you want to learn how to weather up your planes and do the rivets and all that kind of stuff. Buzzcut, see you later. Thank you, MCSSI. Paul says good night. 2-hour show. I know it, man. Oh, 100-inch B25 on Maiden. Oh. RC Weavin says turn down the volume, but he did a quick edited C-130 crash on his channel. It's unlisted on his buddy's channel, but there's the link. If you have the link, you can watch it. You have to come at it through here, though. Otherwise, you won't be able to get it. Got to have the link. Patrick, what's up? Hanger Rats in the house. Let's see if any of you guys real quick. Let's see if any of you guys, let's see anybody's got some Hanger Rat shirts tonight. Let's see. Let's see real quick. I'm wired in, y'all. I'll know right away. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like 1 or 2. Yeah, 1. Nice. Cool, guys. Hanger Rats in the house. Michael Sherman, thanks for that. Farley people, thanks for that. 22 years, USAF, thanks for that. Jason Rigney, Edge 4 Dragon Runner or something like that. He is a good buddy, and his boy just went off to, I think it's Air Force, but he just is good. He's off to boot camp either today or tomorrow. So if you see Jason Rigney or Edge 4, I think is what it's called, Dragon Runner on Facebook or Instagram, give him a shout out. Tell him, hey, I talked to him a little bit via text today, and they had a lot of family over. They're sending off the son. And, I told him thanks, man. It's always appreciated. Thanks for that, guys. All of you. Thank you. LJ Hobby Life, Lackland Air Force Base is what he says. Madhouse 740, thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. Hanger Rats, got to get those shirts, says Dennis Farley. Hang in there. Down the street, JBSA. A lot of acronyms. I don't know what's going on. 3 minutes tops, and we're cutting the show out of here, I promise. You guys, I talk so much. I might Jeff's Custom RC. Get a shirt, bro. Somebody dropped the Teespring link for Jeff's Custom RC. The link is in the description as well. Roy, always good hanging out with you. You guys, I hope some of you can make it to Jet Jam or Neffy. If there's any events that I'm going to, you guys will know if you follow us on social. And thank you, RC Weavin. Thank you, Dave Kowalski. There's the links, Jeff, if you want to get in on it. RC Weavin and Dave Kowalski just dropped it. But, yeah, if you're here in the chat and we're going to be at an event, or you're going to Neffy, or you're going to Jet Jam, or any of these other guys you might be able to run into at a show that's in your neck of the woods, definitely it's cool to put a face to a name. So it's kind of easy for you guys because you get to see us, right? But it's you got to tell me who you are unless I know you already. Who just said they got a shirt? Rick Madison got a shirt tonight. Thanks, man. You got a Hanger Rat shirt. Cool. Appreciate that. Thanks. That's cool. That's what we are over here. We're the Hanger Rats hanging out in the RC Pilots Lounge 7 months in a row. It's only going to get better. Going to interview Tom Cosgrove from Horizon Hobby next week. I think he'll have a decent setup, so it'll be a good show audio-wise. We're going to have the Boozers on again in the future when everything's sorted for him. Really liked having him on, but it was kind of hard to hear him, so we'll do a better job with that. Jeff's Custom RC. Cool, man. You changed the name of your YouTube channel. That's awesome. To Jeff's Custom RC instead of J Mizell. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Cool. Thanks. GB Linden wishes there were more shows in the Pacific Northwest. Patrick says, thanks for a good night. See you later to everybody. See you later. Thanks for coming by. I said 3 minutes. I mean it. Yeah, I wish there was more time to go do more shows. And maybe someday, I mean, if this thing really takes off, I'll be able to do some more. It looks like. So, guys, thanks. If you missed a crash, go check it out. It's only 3 minutes, and it'll hurt your feelings. But we had a good laugh, and, it is what it is. We'll weather this one up, and I want to get it out. I really was looking forward to wringing it out. It really is a nice plane that goes together really well, and it is a super, super nice bird. I can't wait to see how it is going to behave. It looked like it was going to be really sweet, and the really nice takeoff turned really bad really fast. So pre-flight, everybody. Have a good one. Fly safe. Don't be a fool with your props on your planes, guys. Peace out. Everybody's doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 deal. Paul, Fox Pro GT. Everybody, thanks for coming by. Subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs it up, all that good stuff. We appreciate you. I'm going to wrap it up. Anybody needs help with anything, ask in the comment section of the videos. You can hit me on Facebook Messenger, jump in the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, hop on the Boozers channel. You'll see a lot of the same guys. You can hit me direct message on Twitter and Instagram. Like I say, Facebook Messenger, the whole thing. All right, guys, I hate leaving. Yeah, thanks, Brownie. All you guys who are sending condolences here in the chat, go to that 3-minute Corsair crash video for me and comment in the regular section. If you would, that'll help me out a lot. I'm hoping that video goes crazy. Beyond just the realm of kind of regular RC guys. I hope I titled it in a way where maybe kind of clickbait, where people want to see a grown man cry. I don't know. Something to try out. I'd love to see it do better on views than regular things. Just funny. So share it around and all that kind of good stuff, and blow it up, thumbs it up, comment, all that stuff. Let's see what we can do with it. You guys who follow social media at all remember the egg that beat like Kylie Jenner on Instagram? It was an egg. Wouldn't it be neat if an RC thing would like go nuts? That crash probably won't be the thing that goes nuts. Some of the stuff that Flight Test does is a little bit more, viral worthy, but still, it would be cool. Brian Chambers, you're out of this world. If you want to see a grown man do that, just go out on St. Patrick's Day. All the amateurs will be out there making a mess of themselves. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Love you. See you next week. Stay tuned on social. If it doesn't work out with our guy at Horizon, we'll do something, as is always the case. Appreciate you. We'll see you. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. Oh, yeah. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you next time. 2, 1. Hashtag stick a monkey pants. See you next time, guys. Later. Peace out. Hashtag Hanger Rat forever, RC Weaving. Thanks for your help, guys. All you link droppers are priceless. Appreciate you. See ya.